Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Can you hear me clearly? Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me clearly? Was something wrong my headset?
No problem, ma'am. Is your voice very clear? Here.
Morning.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Okay, right. Oh, how are you, everyone? Hope everyone is healthy. Okay. Mari kita masuk ke skill kita. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we move to listening comprehensions. We are talking about negatives. Skill 7 to 10 are about negatives. See number 1. No, this is the strategy 7. Listen for negative expression. 7. Listen for negative expression. Okay. Now we move to listen for negative expression. So the first strategy says that read and understand the choices. Seperti pertama, setiap kita memulai listening, selalu kita membaca dulu pilihannya. Kemudian we come back again, focus more on the second speaker. Then when the speaker says statement in negative, then we have to find the opposite meaning. Opposite means meaning that it is opposite meaning negative must be positive meaning here. Now, if you can do this one, you may use our strategy synonym. Carilah kata yang sama yang diucapkan oleh pembicara kedua. Kalau kita nggak bisa mendengarkan yang ini, lalu kita menggunakan sinonim kita. Lalu kita juga bisa menggunakan avoid similar sound or the same sound. Seperti itu. Mari kita cobakan. So this one, we read first. Library was noisy. He got a lot of done. He couldn't quite get the library today. The library a good place to work because it's quiet. So we do understand this, then we come back to this. On recording, we hear it. I couldn't. It wasn't very quiet there. So what does the man mean? It wasn't very quiet. What does the man mean? What does the man mean? It means wasn't very quiet. Noisy is the opposite meaning. Or we can also wasn't very quiet. Noisy is also synonym. Wasn't very quiet, this is synonym, right? And wasn't very quiet, the opposite meaning is noisy. Here. So that's why the answer is alpha. Okay. Next one. We listen for this one. Yeah, he wasn't rather careless. He doesn't care about mistakes. He took care of the work at home. He didn't carry the work home. Here, then we listen to recording. It wasn't very careful. I wasn't very careful. Okay, so wasn't careful, synonym is careless. Careful, careless. They are opposite meaning, right? And it also wasn't very careful is a synonym for careless. So that's why the answer is A. Okay, next one. It wasn't cloudy. He couldn't see the sky. It wasn't very crowded. It was a lot of sunshine. Okay, so we listen to this one. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. There wasn't cloud in the sky. Then cloud wasn't a cloud, a lot of sunshine. We opposite meaning. Or don't you think it is also synonym, right? Wasn't a cloud, a lot of sunshine. It also opposite meaning or synonym as well. We can also use avoid similar sound where it's a cloud, cloudy, crowded, couldn't, sky. We avoid the similar sound, then the answer is delta. Okay. Right. So this is the answer. This is the delta. Wasn't cloud, a lot of sunshine, and also synonym about this one. Okay. Right. We stop writing. If we stop this one, then we come to exercise. Okay, let's see this one. This presence of negative. Right. You can see this one, not sad means happy. Sad, the opposite meaning of sad is happy. Then not sad, this synonym is happy. Nobody on time, this synonym is late. Never work hard, never works hard, lazy. Okay. Insane, not sane, crazy means. Okay. Right. Let's see now this one. We read the first one. There isn't a right key for the door. What is the answer probably? We read this one. That isn't the right key for the door. So what is the answer? So what is the answer? Right isn't right key. Isn't right key, so wrong key. That's a synonym, right? Isn't right key, wrong key. Right? The opposite of right is wrong. So that's why the answer is C. Okay, let's come to number 2. Nothing went as planned. Nothing went as planned. Here, so the answer is so what is the answer for this one? Nothing went as a plan.
C,
So,
ma'am.
yeah, the answer is
C.
no, A. Hindari bunyi yang sama. Kalau kita nggak tahu, ini ada plan nih. Di C ada juga plan-nya. Kata tadi kan sinonimnya, kita cari sinonim, kita hindari bunyi yang sama. So, what is the answer is A. The convention is disorganized. Seperti itu, ada plan, convention, ada convention. So, oke, konsepnya ada muncul ke keempatnya, berarti dia tidak membuat perbedaan. So, the answer is A. Number 3, I'm really unsure about the idea. I really unsure about the idea. The answer is
C.
C. Okay, very good. C is the answer. Hesitant. Unsure, not sure. Ragu-ragu, nggak yakin. So the synonym is hesitance. That's the synonym. Okay, right. Now let's come to read lessons for exercise 7. Bapak dan Ibu ada kan? Bisa dibuka sendiri. Karena kalau mem share recordingnya ini pasti hilang nih. Mari kita dengarkan.
Longman preparation course for the
So listen to this one.
TOEFL test. The paper test by Deborah Phillips. Published by Pearson Longman, ELT, a division of Pearson Education.
Can you hear?
Copyright 2004.
Can you hear the recording? Bisa dengar recordingnya? Halo?
Nggak keluar suaranya, Mem.
Nggak kelas caranya. Oh iya, kemarin diajarkan caranya. Pakai apa kemarin ya? Bentar. Coba mengulang lagi ya. Nggak keluar suaranya. Ini advanced komputer. Oke.
This program may not be copied.
Very famous.
Halo, bisa
The
dengar?
food was good, but I was dissatisfied with the service.
What does the woman mean?
Bisa dengar? Halo?
What does the man mean?
Bisa dengar, Raffi?
Without the prior written permission of the publisher.
Raffi, can you hear, Raffi? Halo?
Yes, Mem. Udah keluar suaranya.
Sudah bisa? Oke. Oke, kita dengarkan ya. Baik. Kita dengarkan.
Cassette 2, Side 1. TOEFL Exercise 7. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of negative expressions. Number 1.
Are you going to take out the trash?
I have no time to do it.
What does the woman mean?
What is the answer? We focus on the second speaker. What is the answer?
D, ma'am.
Del Alpha. Kalau kan misalnya kita dia maksudnya apa ini ya? Maka kita harus dengarkan yang baik-baik, kita hindari bunyi yang sama yang diucapkan oleh pembicara kedua. Itu adalah strategi yang berlaku untuk sampai akhir part E. Nanti Pak bilang lagi jawabannya adalah E. Kita dengarkanlah kembali sekali lagi kenapa jawabannya E. Kita dengarkan.
Without the prior written permission of the publisher. Cassette 2, Side 1. TOEFL Exercise 7. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of negative expressions. Number 1.
Are you going to take out the trash?
I have no time to do it.
Okay. Second speaker says, I have no time to do it. So the answer is A. Kalau ada kata-kata time lagi, jangan dipilih. Seperti itu. Right, number 2. Jangan lupa baca dulu, baru mendengarkan.
What does the woman mean? Number 2.
Are you worried about the interview?
It's unimportant to me.
What does the man mean?
What is the answer? Hello?
D, Mem.
Delta, yeah, very good. Delta, yeah? Yes, okay. Let's see, come number 3 now. Listen, focus on the second speaker. If you don't understand about the opposite meaning or the opposite meaning, negative meaning, but just use our third best strategy. Focus on the second, our 3 best strategy, I mean. Focus on the second speaker, find synonym, and avoid similar sound. Okay, let's come to next, number 3.
Number 3.
Do you have all the notes for Psychology 101?
I didn't miss a single lecture.
What does the man mean?
Okay, what is the answer?
C, ma'am.
Bravo is the answer. I didn't miss any single lecture. Ada kata lecture-nya, maka dia lecture-nya dihindari. Miss juga dihindari. Maka jawabannya adalah bravo. His attendance was perfect. Okay, let's come to number 4. Our 3 best strategies. Don't forget about this. Number 4.
Number 4.
Do you know the library's summer hours? I need to go there this evening.
It's never open past 6 o'clock in the summer.
What does the man mean?
The answer? What sound did you hear just now? Did you hear? What sound did you hear? Never open. Dengarkan lagi.
Number 4.
Do you know the library's summer hours? I need to go there this evening.
It's never open past 6 o'clock in the summer.
What does the man mean?
Right. What is? What is the answer? C is the answer. Never opens means closes. Right. Next, number 5.
Number 5.
How often should I water the plants while you're gone?
No more than once a week.
What should the woman do?
The answer, please. The answer, please. Not more than once a week. Di mana kata bunyi itu yang tidak ada? Ada?
Okay, ma'am.
No. Delta. Once. Pada E ada once. Dia bilang tadi not more than once a week. Yang one pada E ada once a day. Jawabannya adalah delta. Give plant a limited amount of water. Right. Let's come to number 6. Dibaca dulu baru mendengarkan.
Number 6.
Did you enjoy your meal? That restaurant is very famous.
The food was good, but I was dissatisfied with the service.
What does the woman mean?
What is the answer? The answer is C. Dissatisfied with the service. Okay. Right, number 7 now. Coba dengarkan 7 sampai 10. So you have you have to manage your time management. Okay, let's come. 7 to 10 continuously.
Number 7.
Do you think that Bob really wanted me to go home?
He wasn't kidding when he told you to leave.
What does the man say about Bob? Number 8.
Can we finish this project before closing time?
If we work on nothing else.
What does the man mean? Number 9.
Would you mind staying an hour more?
I'd rather not.
What does the woman say about staying? Number 10.
Would you recommend the hotel where you stayed in New York?
The hotel provided service that was unequaled.
What does the man say about the hotel?
Okay. Let's come to number 7. The answer is? Seven. The answer is Bravo. Number 8. Alpha. Number 9. Delta. Number 10. Bravo. Okay. Right. So let's come to the next one. Come to next one. We come to so, okay. Now let's come to the next one. We talk about the next things that we should concern, we should pay attention is that listen for double negative. Let's say double negative is that here unhappy means happy, and not happy, not unhappy, happy. When people say for the new marriage couple, saying that, how is your marriage life? I am not unhappy. What does it mean? Happy. Are you ready for the exam? I am not unprepared. Berarti prepare. That's that. But remember double negative. Not un, not un. It is a negative here. Do you think that it is possible for us to do this difficult job? It's never impossible. It's never impossible. So what does it mean? Never meet and never double negative means possible. Okay, let's see this one. We read and understand the choices. We focus on the second speaker. Double negatives mean positive. Like what example just now. That's one here. If you don't understand this, just find synonym because the narrator will ask what the second speaker has already said. Next one, if you don't do this, we use avoid similar sound or the same sound spoken by the second speaker. Right, let's come to this one. So this is the choices. The solution is not apparent. The problem can be fixed. There is really a pair of problem. The problem is difficult to solve. Let's see this one here. The problem is not unrepairable. Not unrepairable. What does the man mean? Not unrepairable. Negative and negative. It will be positive. So what is the answer? The answer is bravo. Here, the problem can be fixed because it's not unrepairable. Okay, next. This one, okay, right. We finish about this. Let's come to exercise. Okay, double negative. Here we discuss. Right, it is a double negative. It isn't impossible. So, it possible. It isn't impossible means possible. But when you see again on the choices, the word possible, don't choose because we have to avoid similar sound. So this the answer is C. Might mean also possible. Okay, let's see this one here. I hope no one is unhappy with the arrangement. No one is unhappy with the arrangement. No unhappy. No unhappy means happy. Okay. But as we discussed before, we have to avoid the similar sound spoken by the speaker. When the speaker say happy again, don't choose. So the answer is A. B happy, C unhappy, delta happy. So the answer is A. Very place. No unhappy means happy. The synonym of happy is place. Bahagia. Right. Let's come. I didn't study enough, so I didn't do well. I didn't study enough, so I didn't do well. Okay. So the answer is, what is the answer? He was poor. His grade was poor because of inadequate preparation. Didn't study, didn't do well. Didn't study, didn't do well. Means that not the synonym is inadequate preparation. Now, Mark couldn't get the ticket for the concert. Neither could Paul. Neither is also negative. Neither stand for not either. Not either. Couldn't, not either. What does it mean? Both unable to obtain the ticket. That's B the answer. Let's come to TOEFL exercise 8. Pada Ibu, silakan dibuka filenya masing-masing. Belum besar ya? Bentar. Okay, let's come to 7.
TOEFL Exercise 8. In this exercise,
Raffi, can you hear the recording, Raffi? Help me to make sure you hear the recording. Can you hear the recording? Yes.
listen carefully to the
Can you
short
hear?
conversation and question in the recording,
Kedengaran.
and then choose
Can you hear the recording, Raffi?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Right. Let's come to this one. Now let's come to exercise 8, everyone. Bapak dan Ibu, silakan dibuka filenya masing-masing. Oke, kita dengarkan number 1.
the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of double negatives. Number 1.
Do you think Ron Rogers will be elected?
Well, it's not completely impossible.
What does the woman imply about Ron?
What is the answer? No, the answer is delta. Completely impossible. May is possible means. Okay, number 2.
Number 2.
How was your tennis match today?
I didn't serve well, and I didn't volley well either.
What does the man say about his tennis game?
Okay, the answer. What is the answer? The answer is A. Okay. Now let's listen 3 to 10 continuously. 3 to 10.
Number 3.
Was Gary prepared for the debate?
It's no surprise that he was unprepared.
What does the woman say about Gary? Number 4.
Did you go out dancing with everyone else last night?
I was not feeling well, so I didn't go out.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Do you think Paula understands what she's done?
She isn't unaware of the trouble she's caused.
What does the man say about Paula? Number 6.
Did your friends finish the term paper for history class?
Steve wasn't able to finish it, and Paul wasn't either.
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
Can you believe that George walked out of the restaurant without paying for his share of the meal?
It was irresponsible of him not to pay the bill.
What does the woman mean? Number 8.
What happened when Harry applied to Millhouse University?
It was unfortunate that he wasn't admitted to the university.
What does the woman say about Harry? Number 9.
What did you think of the essay that I wrote?
The first draft of the essay wasn't well written, and the second wasn't much better.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
Has Roger been disturbed by all of the recent problems?
He hasn't been unaffected.
What does the woman mean?
Okay. Let's see number 3. What is the answer? The answer is Bravo. Number 4, Delta. Number 5, C. Number 6, Bravo. 7, C. 8, Delta. 9, Delta. And 10, Alpha. Silakan Bapak Ibu cek sendiri berapa jumlah jawaban yang benarnya. Nah, so we come to skill 9 now. Almost negative. Okay. What do you mean by almost negative? Almost negative does not mean not at all. It is, but just a little. It is just but a few. Now, if you say that you little, almost negative, you can do something. If you just have barely enough money, it means that your money is enough to buy something, but there is no left. Ada lagi yang tinggal yang lainnya. No more money that you have. No money left. No, for example, if you want to buy a bicycle, then you said to your sister or your brother, do you have enough money? Can you buy the bicycle? I barely have enough money. I barely have enough money. The second speaker said that one. It means that you are able to buy the bicycle, but there is no more money left for you. Okay, that's meant by almost negative. Then focus on the second speaker as usual. You have to do this one. Hardly, barely, scarcely, only, rarely, and seldom are expressions to indicate almost negative expression, but they are not zero. Ada, tapi sedikit, seperti itu. Ada, tapi pas-pasan. Itu makna kalau terjemahkan dalam bahasa Indonesianya. Ada, tapi sedikit. Ada, tapi pas-pasan. Now, if you don't understand, you can use synonym or you avoid similar or distant sound. Okay, let's see this one. There is a little homework. Let's this one, yeah. Well, there is hardly any homework, but the exams are really difficult. Well, there is hardly any homework, but the exams are difficult. So the best choice is homeworknya ada, tapi sedikit. So the answer is C. Hardly any homework ada homeworknya tapi sedikit. Dia maknanya adalah almost negatif ini ada tapi sedikit, ada tapi pas-pasan, itu maknanya. Okay. Now let's come to next one. He is already talked to the professor about the assignment. There is no assignment tomorrow. He is sure what the professor will talk about. The professor discussed the assignment only briefly. Okay, let's come to this one. The professor barely talked about the assignment. Barely, ada tapi sedikit. Ada tapi pas-pasan. So that's why the answer is delta. Yeah, delta is the answer. Okay, next one. Negative with comparative. Next one. Let's come to our exercise. Okay. Now, almost negative. Barely enough money. barely enough money. He paid the bill but has no money left. Berarti ini maknanya adalah ada tapi pas-pasan. Seperti itu ya. Ada tapi pas-pasan. Itu maknanya. Nah, ada kata hardly, barely, ini sudah tadi diterangkan. Nah, coba yang ini dia. She has hardly any work experience. Ada kata kuncinya hardly. Hardly any work experience. Maka jawabannya adalah delta. Ada. Mona hasn't worked for very long. So the answer is delta. Okay. Number 2, Sam has seldom taken so much time on a research paper. Seldom taken. So, maknanya adalah the answer is bravo. Sam rarely works so hard. Rarely ini kan sama dengan seldom dia. Okay. Next, number 4. Only once he has parked his car in that lot. So what is the answer? What is the answer for that one? Only once does he park his car there. So what is the answer? The answer is delta. Once in one occasion. Okay, right. Bapak dan Ibu, please open your own file. TOEFL exercise 9 now. So let's come to TOEFL exercise 9. Jangan lupa artinya adalah ada tapi sedikit. Ada tapi pas-pasan, seperti itu. Oke, let's come to we listen TOEFL exercise 9. Raffi tolong respon ya kalau bisa didengarkan.
TOEFL Exercise 9. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation.
Bisa didengar, Raffi? Can you hear the recording, Raffi?
Belum, Ma'am, belum.
Belum. Coba memilihkan.
And question in the recording.
Kedengaran?
Sekarang
Then
udah.
choose the best
Cara
answer.
kedengaran ya. Oke. Right, let's come to minta tolong direspon ya, Raffi, soalnya kita jauh nggak tahu kedengaran apa enggak. Oke, let's come to TOEFL exercise 9.
To the question. You should be particularly careful of almost negative expressions. Number 1.
Do you expect a lot of rain this month?
It hardly ever rains in July.
What does the man mean?
What is the answer? Right? The answer is alpha. Okay, let's come to number 2.
Number 2.
Were all 3 students accepted to the university?
Only John was accepted.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, the answer. What is the answer? Delta. Okay, next, number 3.
Number 3.
Did Mark do well in Professor Frank's class?
Mark barely passed the history exam that Professor Franks gave.
What does the woman mean?
Barely pass maksudnya adalah pas. Pas kan lulus toh. Barely pass hampir lulus. Tapi maksudnya adalah cukup, bukan hampir lulus. Kalau kita jamakan dia hampir lulus. Tapi sebenarnya barely pass sudah lulus, tapi nilainya pas-pasan. Ada, tapi pas-pasan. Barely pass berarti lulus, tapi pas-pasan. Oke, the answer is A. Right, let's come to number 4.
Number 4.
I can't believe how long we've been here.
Dr. Roberts almost never keeps his patients waiting long.
What does the man mean?
Almost never keep. So, almost never keep. Ada, berarti generally is punctual. C is the answer. Okay, right. Let's come to number 5 and 10. Kita dengarkan. 5 to 10.
Number 5.
I can't believe Betty is not at work this week.
Only rarely does Betty take a vacation in winter.
What does the woman mean? Number 6.
Does Steve study very much?
He hardly ever opens a book.
What does the woman say about Steve? Number 7.
Was the philosophy exam very long?
I scarcely had time to finish it.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
I was so bored at the staff meeting.
Seldom have staff meetings lasted this long.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
Are you enjoying the barbecue?
Only rarely have I tasted such delicious meat.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
Does your broken arm hurt very much?
Only if I try to move.
What does the man mean?
Okay, let's come to number 5. The answer for number 5 is delta. Number 6, alpha. 7, Charlie, C. 8, alpha. 9, C. 10, delta. Silakan. Please check your own answer. Okay, let's come to negative with comparative. So this is the last skill today. Negative with comparative. Okay, we come to negative with comparative. Let's see. Negative means, let's see, not, never. This means negative. Don't, negative. Comparative, like we say, for example, smart. More will be smarter than. Hard, harder than. That's comparative. Let's see another one. Beautiful, more beautiful than. Sophisticated, more sophisticated than. provided, more, provided than. What else? Nice, nicer than. Now, when you hear the second speaker combine negative and comparative, it means superlative. You see this one? Focus here. Negative plus comparative mean superlative. When we scan here, no one is more, no one is smarter than her. No one is smarter than her. Berarti dia yang paling pandai. Seperti itu. Yeah, when you listen that the second speaker combine this one, negative plus comparative, it means superlative. Now, if you don't really, sometimes you cannot really differentiate. It is negative comparative, then you just find the synonym of what the second speaker has said on the choices. And the second one here, you can use avoid similar sound or the same sound spoken by the second speaker. If you really don't understand, you cannot figure out, does the second speaker combine negative or comparative? You don't really figure out this one. None, you can use synonym and avoid similar sound. Okay, let's come to this one. Now, we have to understand the choices. She prepared him for what he was going to do. She was unprepared for what she had to do. She probably didn't spend much time on her presentation. She was really ready for her presentation. Now let's come to what you hear in the recording. Trust me, just listen, focus on the second speaker. Trust me, she shouldn't have been more prepared. Trust me, she couldn't have been more prepared. Couldn't, more prepared. What does it mean? She has well preparation. She has well preparation. But don't forget this one here. You have to find the synonym to what the second speaker has said. If not, just avoid similar sounds spoken by the second speaker. So what is the answer? Is that here? Delta. She was really ready for her presentation. She was really ready for her presentation. Why? Because negative combined with more prepared, it means superlative. Here, really for presentation. You listen, prepare A, unprepared. See this one here? So probably the answer is only C and D. Then the correct one is the best choice is delta. Next. She was less delighted. She was quite pleased. She was unable to accept it. She wished she could have been more delighted. So we have to understand this one. Now, she couldn't have been more delighted. She couldn't have been more delighted. So what is the answer? The answer is bravo. Why? Couldn't more delighted means very delighted. Sangat gembira dia. But please remember, here, if you see again the word delighted on the choices, A and C, not the answer. Right? So the answer is bravo, quite pleased. Unable to accept, it is not the synonym of what the second speaker has said. Okay. Right. Let's see next one. He's not very impressed. He thinks it's fantastic. He doesn't want more pressure on it. It is less impressive than expected. Okay. Dengarkan ini. I couldn't have been more impressed. I couldn't have been more impressed. Couldn't combined with more impressed, that is sangat terpesona. Okay, so what is the answer? The answer is bravo. He thinks it is fantastic. He thinks it is fantastic. Don't choose again the word impress. Impressed appear on A and delta. Okay, So probably the choice is only B and C, but the synonym to what the second speaker has said is bravo. So that's why the best choice is bravo. Okay, right. Now let's come to the recording. Okay. Okay. Before coming to recording, let's see this one. Now let's see. No one is more intelligent than she is. No negative more intelligence. Combine no with comparative, it will be superlative. So here she is the smartest student in class. Smartest dia paling jadinya. The smartest paling dia. Nah, let's see. No one is more beautiful. No one is more beautiful. No more beautiful than most beautiful. Couldn't be happier. Dia paling happy. Okay, let's see this one. I couldn't be feeling any better today. I couldn't be feeling any better today. So the answer is Alpha. He is feeling terrific. Okay. Next one. He couldn't have been more unfriendly. He couldn't have been more unfriendly. Couldn't more unfriendly. Jadi paling tidak bersahabat. So the answer is C. Okay. No one else could have been done better. No one else could have been done better. No one better, maka dia yang paling pintar. Maka jawabannya adalah Teresa got the highest grade from this one. Teresa got the highest grade. Okay, now let's come to TOEFL exercise 10 now. We listen to the recording. Okay, you listen now.
TOEFL Exercise 10. In this exercise, listen carefully to the short conversation and question in the recording, and then choose the best answer to the question. You should be particularly careful of comparatives with negatives.
Can you hear the recording well? Okay, now let's come to number 1.
Number 1.
Are you pleased with the exam results?
I couldn't be happier.
Second speaker said, I couldn't be happier. Couldn't, not be happier. Berarti dia yang paling bahagia. Tapi kita nggak boleh memilih lagi kata yang diucapkannya. Ada kata happy, ada kata happier. Nggak boleh lagi. Berarti jawabannya sinonim happier itu adalah delighted. Okay, let's come to number 2. Delta is the answer.
What does the woman mean? Number 2.
Is Paula lazy as usual this semester?
She's never tried harder.
What does the man mean?
Okay. Never trying harder. Never trying harder berarti dia paling kuat usahanya. Maka jawabannya adalah C. Okay, next, number 3.
Number 3.
Was it a good sale? Did you buy a lot?
Prices couldn't have been any lower.
Okay.
What does the woman say about the sale?
Okay. Prices couldn't be any lower. Prices couldn't be any lower. Couldn't be. Tidak ada lagi yang lebih rendah harganya. Maka jawabannya adalah A. Great. Right. Next, number 5.
Number 4.
What do you think of Betsy?
I don't know a more intelligent woman.
What does the man say about Betsy?
I don't know more intelligent woman. Berarti dia yang paling pintar. So the answer is delta. Okay, let's listen 5 to 10, please.
Number 5.
Did the patient really need the surgery?
It couldn't have been more unnecessary.
What does the man mean? Number 6.
Did any of you get hurt in the accident?
We couldn't have been luckier.
What does the woman imply? Number 7.
How do you think you did on the final exam in biology?
Nothing could have been more difficult than that exam.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
Are you ready to accept the new position?
Nobody wants that job more than I do.
What does the woman mean? Number 9.
How did you do in the race?
Only one person was faster.
What does the woman mean? Number 10.
Do you think that the math project this semester was easy?
Seldom has a math project been more complicated.
What does the man mean?
Okay. Let's see number 5. So this is the answer for number 5. Couldn't be more unnecessary. Jadi paling tidak penting. Maka jawabannya adalah alpha. Number 6. No one is luckier. Berarti jawaban semua orang adalah beruntung. No one is hurt. Bravo. Number 7. Bravo again. Number 8. Alpha. Number 9. C. Number 10. Alpha. Bapak dan Ibu silakan lihat sendiri jawaban yang benarnya. Right, so that's all about negatives for this one. So is already okay. Is all about negative. So hope that this class is very useful and give more valuable one for us. Thank you very much. See you again next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ma'am Liv ya.